look at it, nightmare. Cars everywhere. A couple stuck over there as well. Take some of our friends' parking bays. Oh, seriously, it's an absolute nightmare. But what can we do? Just got to crack on with the week. I'm on holiday next Thursday, so we're not taking on any more work. We literally want to clear out what's here and then start afresh. Oh, grand. Can't get the diagrams. Have to work it out in my head. Focus coming for a battery drain. Engine's rattling its head off. Can't touch that one. This one comes in for water temperature fault. Looks like it's a camshaft fault. Just Clio dumped off with us. Didn't even know it was coming. Local garage. You know, they send us a lot of work. Suzuki, they're not the easiest of things to work on, but we've got to have a look at it. It's got an automatic gearbox fault, and again, autos we don't really get involved with, but when there's somebody who sends you a lot of work, you've got to at least try. These two unpleasant things, they're still stuck here, and a tipper sat in the middle of the yard. So let's get a workshop open, get on with it. So a little Honda coming yesterday, 63 plate, non-start. RAC had been out, checked it over, said they had low voltage to the fuel pump. Checked the control module. It's actually got a control module in the rear, which is controlled by the engine ECU. Checked there, had low voltage to it. Traced that all the way back. Found the fault on a control relay. Swapped the relay. Got voltage all back up. Everything should have been good. But we actually had no resistance through the actual pump itself. Stripped the pump out, stripped the connections out, and the connections had opened up. Contacted the customer, and yeah, the RAC had actually stripped that and done some testing. Unfortunately, they use the same sort of probes as what comes with a standard multimeter, and it does open up the connections a little bit. So yeah, bit of a pain to find that, but logical testing, got through it. Back on the road within the day. Customer's happy, picking it up a bit later. Another satisfied customer. Well, what a crap start to the week that was. Literally overrun my cars again. All the ones that were there left over from last week, problem ones, they're just taking up so much space, so much headspace, so much time. Just getting nowhere with it. So, but that's this side of the trade for you. Can't judge how long these jobs are going to take. Literally can take 2 hours, can take 6 hours, 10 hours. You know, the C-Max with the burnt wiring, trying to get that done by the end of the week. Parts are turned up for that today, so but then it's going to put all of our work this week behind, and I'm going on holiday next week. But again, I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm not going to not go on holiday, and the cars are secondary. Yeah, my customers are important to me, but family is as well. So we do enough. We help as many people as we can, but we can't help everyone. So let's get back into it tomorrow, guys. See what we get, and hopefully it's better than today. But the sun's nearly shining, so what can go wrong? See you tomorrow, guys. So been back on the C-Max. Old loom all out, stripped and done. Managed to the loom what we got hold of, it was easier to fit the whole loom than it was to repair that one. So I pulled all that out. ECU's tucked down there. So the wiring literally goes from the ECU box right the way up, over the engine, tucks right down behind the starter motor, behind the manifold, up over the back of the engine, up to all the injectors, and then down the back of the engine over to the subframe. Yeah, not a nice thing to do. Got one little fault left on it, which is the additive pump on the subframe. Just need to contact the customer. Pretty sure that the fault would have been there before we even see it. but he's in a hire car, he's moving away, he wants to get back down to Exeter in it, so I think it's something he's going to have to get finished off down there, unless we can get one sharpish. So yeah, got that one done. Range Rover, I think we're going to call it a day. It's the biggest thing, biggest lesson I've learnt, know when to call it a day. And yeah, really struggling to get all the info for it. It's a bit of a mismatch with a BMW engine in there. Customer's not sure how much he wants to spend on it. We spent a few hours on it, you know, so unless he authorises us another 5 or 6 hours, I think we'll just call it a day, charge a couple of hours, we're done, get it moved on. Audi pressure sensors, yep, stripped all that lot, managed to get them in the master cylinder. Again, not a nice job, just need to road test it this morning. That's another one done, so hopefully get a couple gone today. Then we can start clearing the decks, ready for the holiday. So that's the main thing, guys. The work-life balance. I am not going to change anything, just to not have my holiday, not enjoy the holiday. I'm not going away, stressed that cars are still left here. So we've just slowed the work down. We'll get as many out as we can, explain to the customers, you know, they can be done or they can't be done. And that's it. So I'm not changing the way we work. Well, we are changing the way we work, but we're not letting the customers dictate to us which way, you know, we're going to work. So that is our change, I suppose. So yeah. Right, let's crack on with the day. TTFN. C-Max is all done. Back on the road. New wiring loom fitted. Road tested. No fault codes. Running like a dream. But what we've got is classic case of how's my car, how's my car, how's my car, how's my car. Literally every day on the phone in the morning. Update on my car, please. Update on my car. How are we getting on? I can understand his point. He's moving away. He's in a hire car. He wants an update. But we told him last week that the loom was on order. We're waiting for that to turn up. Once it's in, we've still got a week's worth of work to crack on with, but we'll get it done as soon as we can. Found out yesterday morning. How's it going? Yeah, all done. Be ready for collection at the end of the day. Okay, can I pick it up Monday? Really? But today's Wednesday. You can have it back today. Nah. I'll pick it up Monday. No rush. Morning, guys. So, people always ask, what is RMS? What's it all about? So we are an auto electrical fault finding company. We are not a fitting company. We fit sat navs, parking sensors, aftermarket radios, all that sort of stuff. And there's people out there doing that. They're very good at what they do. We don't do the camper van conversions, solar panel fitting, all that sort of stuff. Again, another company out there, they know their stuff, they know what to do with it. We are here to find faults. So when the garage can't nail down what the issue is, they recommend the customer to us. That's what we do. We don't advertise. This is about the furthest we do in advertising. Because we're overrun with cars anyway, overrun with work, and it's only a certain amount of time in a day. And again, work-life balance is a big thing for us. We're working 4 days a week, 45 weeks a year, pushing out a lot of cars, and yeah, unfortunately we've had to make that decision that that's all we want to work. So yeah, so essentially that's what we do. Broken wires, you know, things where the customers had the part fitted, it didn't fix it, or the garage have been good enough to say that's an expensive part, let's get it checked out first before we go and fit that part. And 9 times out of 10, it isn't the part, it is a broken wire, bad connection, corrosion, mouse. So yeah, that's basically what we're all about. Right, it's Thursday morning. I'm allowed a Greg's and a coffee. I'm going to go in there, get that, treat myself, get a end of the week cracked out. Speed bumps, ain't fun, is it? I'll see you when I'm at the workshop. I'll show you what we've got going on. Right, what we've got going on today? We have got we have got this one over here. GSF car parts, funny enough. It's got a coolant pump fault. A lot of the little pumps on the engines called the EGR, called the I think it calls a turbo. 2 or 3 different pumps on the engine as well as a water pump. One of them's failed, so need to work through that one. Got this L ground in eventually. That's got a short circuit intermittently, so just got to work through that. It is blowing every sort of couple of minutes, so just got to work out what circuit that's on and go from there. We've got what we've got going on that side today. Just trying to clear the last ones out. The C-Max is obviously done. Jaguar X-Time, really nice clean example, low mileage. That's come in, it's had a dash failure, knocking out the immobiliser. So we've got one of them done. Put a dash in it, programmed it up, programmed all the keys in, it's running. The last thing to do on that is just hopefully be able to swap the EPROM over on the back of the clock so it keeps the original mileage. If not, you'll have to go to a mileage correction centre and have that done. We don't keep the tools here for mileage correction, literally, because you've only got to do it for one customer, then they're going out saying you're clocking cars, etc. Yeah, not a bit of me. So yeah, looks like we've got going on for today. Get a couple of them done, and hopefully clear some of these out. I'm actually coming in tomorrow, which is a Friday, which I never do, but I'm having 11 days off. I think I deserve putting a bit of effort in. And then the Audi and the Honda will be going this morning. Starting to get cleared out. Wallop! Oh, the joys. So, LDV converted van into a motorhome, professionally done. And when the customer got it back, he had an ABS fault and a reverse light fault. So, all these panels are screwed on, and then they're screwed on to another panel, and the wiring loom runs right away along here, all the way down, just where them screws are. So we found a fault on this screw. That's fixed the ABS fault. That was shorting out one of the ABS lines, but it looks like down this side the wiring loom runs for the reverse light, goes up, across and back down that side for that reverse light. It's still got a short on that, so that's what we're going to be getting into today. So we've got a short circuit detector, audible one, so that's showing that it's going fully to earth. The wiring runs down this side. That's the one we found through one of them screws. I thought it went up and back down, but luckily the customer's given us a good manual with everything in it, and that shows us exactly where it's routed, and it does route down this side. So we've checked inside this cupboard behind this side. We've just come down this side, and there's some screws behind here, and again having an audible there we go, and there we go. So short, no short, although it's setting off the reverse camera. So that's where it's down to. Now, how much damage has that screw done? Has it just touched a wire? Or has it damaged the wiring? But to get that out to test it, it's all these cupboards out, all the ply lining down, all this shuttering down. Right, take all the tongue and groove down this side, which has all been glued up there. Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. So I think we go back to the customer, tell them what we found, where we found it, and then they can make decisions on whether they want to take it back to the place that done the restoration or conversion, or whether they want to, you know, for us to strip it, whether they want us to leave it. We don't like leaving it. I mean, it's an LDV, so again, diagrams are a nightmare for it. No diagnostics at all. So ideally we would have liked to not taken the job on, but he's asked us to do it. We've found the faults. Now it's going to be a massive old job. So, right, speak to the customer, see what he has to say. Well, just putting this one back together. And he's actually hit it with 2 screws. I mean, now, how far do you go with it? I mean, there's a set of screws right the way along there. Yeah. Beautiful job. Wow. What a week that was. It's Friday, I've had to go to work, sort some bits out. And I have having some time off next week, so I thought I'd make the effort, but it's been a slog all week. It all come from last week's work, which was left over, just locked the place up. Nightmare. But we got through a few more today. Ready for collection next week. Got a few days in next week, and then we're done. Only a couple of cars in next week. Unfortunately, I've seen a few places around the country have had to do. It's literally closed the diary up. Not taking any bookings until the 10th of next month. There's no point in me booking for sort of 3rd week in April, because by the time you get there, you've taken up all your slots and people had it done somewhere else, given up, crashed the car, whatever they've done, scrapped it. So we don't put that far ahead. So close the diary until the 10th. Start taking some more appointments in. I need to go down and get a, I would say haircut, but it's more of a polish up. Get a beard trimmed. Start afresh next week. So in a few days next week, then we're off for 11 days off the Rankin area with a little one. That's what it's all about. That's why we work hard to enjoy some of our downtime. That's what we're going to do. So thanks for keeping with us, guys. We'll see you Monday. Ta-da!